All right, good morning, everybody. I'm about to talk about a series that doesn't really get a lot of recognition, but is very well known among some. Wait, what the? Oh shit! Okay, so whatever this glitch problem is that I'm going through, really likes harem anime. So I guess we're just gonna be reviewing Monster Musume today. But no, in all seriousness, I did actually genuinely watch the series from start to finish, and people, it's not that bad.
You never try to seduce him. Pop is a bird brain. Sue's a sexy puddle.
So I watched the dub of Monster Musume. I did not watch the original Japanese version. And the dub version is produced by Sensei Filmworks. Yeah, take that with a grain of salt. Not criticizing them too much, but there are only so many good dubs that I can pick from there. And right at the bat, we have the first girl introduced to us in the series. Her name is Mia the Lamnia. What's she like? Well, if I had to describe her, she's actually the most normal tsundere I've ever seen in a harem anime. Although she does have her very touchy moments with Kimito. You guys know what I'm talking about, but we'll say that for the very end of the video. Alright, now on the Pappy, the happy harpy. I'm not gonna lie. This character is very difficult to talk about. Now, don't get me wrong, Pappy is a very funny character throughout the series. The fact that she is a harpy who, like, basically naturally cannot remember what they were supposed to do is very funny. It reminds me of Zoro from One Piece. But, dude, every single scene this girl was in was like fan service on top of fan service on top of fan service. And it's like, dude, they were really selling hard on Pappy. But yeah, she's actually fun. She's actually the same age as me. She's in her 20s, I think. And she acts like a kid. I act like a kid, so I can relate to her a lot. Pappy's actually pretty fun to watch.
I do love a good race once in a while.
Okay, Centaurea. There isn't much to say about her. She is the most sensible out of all of the girls, and also the fact that she is Darkness from Konosuba. If Darkness actually was capable of fighting. I mean, they both have blonde hair, blue eyes. I mean, come on. I know somebody had to make that similarity.
I can't believe you fainted when I caught you. Humans are so delicate.
Whether you want to go Arachnea, Rachnea, everybody, we all know she is our future thick baby mama, and we do not care whatsoever how she looks. I mean, maybe not a spider down there, but I mean, hey, I'm a guy, I can make it work. Yeah, what you need, man? Why did you shut the door? Ow! You need some help, man. Ah, that bitch, he hit me so goddamn hard. But anyway, Arachnea is actually very interesting to learn about. Her whole backstory is that the original family that she was with, well, her host family, they basically just kicked her out after an incident that happened with the daughter of the family. I won't reveal what happened, but from what the way I interpret it, it was the kid's fault. It was not Arachne's fault. It was the kid's fault, and Arachne felt guilty and unwanted in society. But when she met Kimito, he changed that viewpoint for her. And not gonna lie, I was really invested into that. Alrighty, next up we have Sue the Slime, and just like Centaurea, there isn't really much to her, but the best way I can describe Sue is that she is the youngest one out of the entire Kimito household. She doesn't know very much, and it's not because she's stupid, it's because she's a slime, and slimes, from what I've learned in the nature of the show, are prone to just copy what they see. So basically she's a baby, but we all love Sue.
Would you like me to call for an ambulance? Oh no.
Okay, now we got Meryl the Mermaid. She she's a tragic love interest, but not in the way of sense of Kimito's mind, in a sense, as a guy. She is how can I describe it? Okay, if you've watched a lot of anime and cartoons and movies, we all know we've seen that scene in the movie where the main characters got their back up against the wall and they're not gonna make it. You know they're not gonna make it. Meryl is the opposite of that. She wants to have kids with Kimito, but she wants the kids to be mentally scarred by Kimito either leaving them like physically, just leaving the house and never coming back, basically going out for milk and never coming back, or dying a very tragic death. Like her whole thing is that she's just a tragic love complex, and if if she's in love with you and you're in love with somebody else, she wants to be the cookie. Yeah, she wants to be a cookie. Yeah, we that's a word we can say on YouTube. Yeah, she wants to be the cookie. Okay, so this is gonna be the shortest one out of all of them. Lala the Doulahan comes in very at the very second to last episode of season one. We'll talk about that episode count later. Yeah, there isn't really much to her other than the fact that she was supposed to reap Kimito's soul, but like, it's there isn't really much to say about her. I'm sorry, not much. Although it does end with a funny scene with the whole soul reaping thing. Okay, we have finally made it to the main character himself, Kimito, aka Darling. In all honesty, I feel for this man. He has to take care of all these girls. He's basically their dad, well, their adopted father, basically. He knows all their needs. He knows how to keep them calm. He tries his best. Like it literally feels like I'm watching a dad, a single father, just try his best to raise his kids. And honestly, I I like him better off this way instead of the whole romantic thing. I feel like he's better being like a parental figure than he is an actual love interest. He's very responsible and yeah, he's basically not your average harem protagonist like Issei from High School DxD. Issei's open about himself being a perv, while Kimito is he's calm, he's reserved, but he has his moments. What? Hey, bro. You better be careful when you talk about this. You can be messing with them censorship bars. Hey, don't worry about it. I got. Oh, dang it, Todd. All right, now let's talk about the explicitness of this series. Um, Monster Musume is just like High School DxD. When I watched the first episode, I'm thinking, okay, it's just gonna be a whole bunch of fan service, and that's just all it's gonna be. Um, it is that, but one thing. I so happened to watch the uncensored version, just like High School DxD in the first episode. When I saw the boing dong bing bongs, I was taken back a bit. Now, High School DxD, when I watched it, I had to take a break after watching the first episode. I was down bad for like 2 whole weeks, and then I started watching the series again. But this one, I watched this one right after I finished watching High School DxD season 2, and yeah, it is in your face in every single episode in every way possible, and Sue does things to the girls that yeah, I can't talk about. And one more thing, Poppy has a friend who is a dryad, and she became gargantuan monster size. And Kimito had to he had to drink some Gatorade. Yeah, he had to drink some Gatorade to get her back small. Yeah. Now with this being the final part, what are my thoughts on the series as a whole as a harem? For a harem anime, it is my second favorite. Number one is High School DxD. If I had to put it on like a ranking list, I would say that Monster Musume is probably a good C plus to like a B minus. Would I tell anyone to watch this? I would say, yeah, I say watch it. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, I think a lot of people just criticize it because I guess it's Monster Girls. Monster Girls have been done like way too much over the years of like anime's existence, especially Dear God in like the like almost to like late 2000s, mid 2000s. Like yeah, there are a lot of Monster Girl animes out there, but this one's pretty decent. I say this is a pretty decent harem Monster Girl anime. I wish there was a second season. Well, technically, there are more episodes, but it's not a second season wise. Let me explain. Okay, so since I don't have the Monster Musume Blu-ray yet, I don't know if these extra episodes are on High Dive, and might I just say, if you have a High Dive account, I think you need to upgrade, buddy, or lady. Yeah, I really think you need to upgrade if you have a High Dive account, or if anyone has a High Dive account. Like, I'm surprised that thing is still up. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. Um, so there are two OVAs. The first OVA focuses on the girls doing a swimming contest in a gymnasium that is built for monster girls. Kimito takes them there. It's a very wholesome episode. It's very fun to watch. The second episode focuses on Arachne's backstory, which, yeah, that episode hit me hard emotionally. And then the other episodes, which you really can't count on call them episodes, they're more like mini clips of the girls living throughout their day inside the Kimito household. And basically, it's from the perspective of it's a video camera, but I think it's implied that it is Kimito, but he's not being a creep or nothing. He's just, showing what the girls do throughout their days. And it's very cute and wholesome. So if you ask my opinion, Monster Musume in total would have 14 episodes if you combine all the mini-sodes as one solid episode. Because each episode is, I think, like maybe like a minute or two long. Combined together, it's like a runtime of maybe like 24, 25 minutes. And the two OVA episodes. So we kind of got a pseudo look into like what a season 2 would be. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like a whole 14 episode count if you count those as episodes that are part of season 1. Now, in my honest opinion, should this anime get a second season adaptation? Honestly, I honestly would be up for that, honestly. And I'm saying honestly way too much. It's not bad. It's like as I said, it's not terrible. A lot of people just criticize it. I think just because nowadays it's okay just to take a shit on something that is like it looks like it's poorly written, but when you actually watch it, it's not poorly written. It's just that it needs more episodes so that people can get attached to it. Although for some series, I kind of believe that the whole shit take situation I have to kind of agree on. But I mean, that's just how we consume stuff nowadays, like as anime fans, especially over here in the West. We'll just shit on something, and then when we actually watch it, or if it actually gets canceled, we're like, oh man, this series shouldn't be canceled. That's just the Western anime fans for you. I mean, granted, I do that sometimes too, but man, it is what it is. I think that it should get a second season. I don't know when it will get a second season because some like every other anime, if it doesn't make money through the manga sales then and Blu-ray sales, it's not going to do anything with it. If they do bring it back, they can. I mean, they're bringing back Panty and Stalking this year, so hey, it's up there. And before anyone gets on my ass about this in the comment section, yes, I forgot to include the special division that Myth Smith in the anime and in the manga series has a special monster op force with her. I mean, don't get me wrong, I kind of like the episode and those characters, but they're not really interesting enough for me to really talk about them. So yeah, that's why they're not in this video. And also for the Blue Exorcist video, I am still doing that in the future. Just not right now because I'm currently still reading the early volumes of the manga. I'm currently on volume 14 and I'll be reading 15 next. So I would say give me about maybe like another few months to maybe a year to make this video because I'm trying to read enough to where like, okay, I want to keep reading it. I want to see what happens next. But at the same time, I kind of have to be careful because the English releases, I'm getting pretty close to the current arc of the series. So I might slow down a bit and then make the video, or I might just wait for that arc to end so I can read it, and then that way I can be all the way up to date with what's going on in Blue Exorcist and make the video. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching the video like always. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.